Hello everybody, this is Sundance Diva signing into the Brony fandom for the very first time, and I'm really excited because this is my very first My Little Pony video. Yay! And so I could really use your guys' help and support for ideas for future videos. All you have to do is put your ideas into the comment section below. And so before we go into the actual video, I would just like to point out that when I was watching Silver Quill's review for Twilight's Kingdom, I saw something really inappropriate for us adult bronies and Pegasisters. Even though I know the teenagers wouldn't mind, that is the teenage girls, as in the teenage Pegasisters, I'm just talking about the older ones that are like in their 20s and over. So let me show you.
Not cool, Silver Quill. Not cool.
Though Silver Quill does have an excellent point in his Twilight's Kingdom episode review, I come to think that Celestia trusts Twilight with not only her own magic, but Una's and Cadence's magic as well, because she knows that Twilight will become queen of all of Equestria someday in the far-off future. If this is true, then that means she is testing Twilight to see if she can handle all of this power and this magic on her own. We see a lot of potential in Twilight with these new powers as she's finally able to harness them and quickly control the magic while battling T-Rex. I mean, that's a lot of responsibility for an Alicorn princess, taking on the powers of others. I mean, look at that. That's just mind blown, right? Like, wow. Like, I mean, seriously. Kaboom. Anyways, in his review, Silver Quill explains that the Tree of Harmony conjured a palace that never existed from the ground for Twilight to call her new home. But what if something else... What if it is something else entirely? What if the tree was unearthing an ancient palace from the old days? I mean, think about it. The Tree of Harmony has been around since the creation of Equestria. Plus, when we see Ponyville being discovered by Granny Smith and her family in the Season 2 episode of Family Appreciation Day, it does not look anything like barren land. It looks more like as if there used to be a kingdom there once upon a time, but after being taken over by hatred, had destroyed itself and buried the palace underground, which would make a lot of sense because the magic of friendship that still resided in the now buried palace was pulsing its own magic into the roots of the Tree of Harmony, which in time would create the box that Twilight Sparkle would later discover in the Season 4 episode of Princess Twilight Sparkle 2. The other connection would be Twilight's background. Think about it. Princess Celestia knew she was dealing with a very special pony. A very gifted pony, as a matter of fact, when she took Twilight in as her own personal student. She knew who Twilight was descended from, and even also remembering the Kingdom of Friendship needed it to be fully, and I mean fully, unearthed for full harmony to be restored to all of Equestria. And I'm talking all of Equestria, including the outskirts of Equestria. Yes, the Kingdom of Friendship is real, even though it's just a theory. I believe that the Kingdom of Friendship is real, in that Twilight and the other main five have a connection. Twilight does not, I mean, Twilight does share something with the other main five that she never knew she shared, and that is the fact that
Pinkie being related to an Alicorn princess? That makes way much more sense than Pinkie being a changeling spy. Don't you think? Plus, after watching both Princess Twilight episodes again, I realized something. After seeing a crescent moon underneath a sun at the bottom of the Tree of Harmony near the roots, I realized that there is a third sister. That sister happens to be the great-great-grandmother to Twilight Sparkle on her mother's side, but hid her wings from her people. After giving birth to 2 earth ponies, 2 unicorns, and 2 Pegasus foals, she was attacked by Tinderwolves since this all happened in the Everfree Forest. She was able to transport herself and her kids back to her home in the palace of the 2 sisters and asked Celestia to take care of her children for her. Since Celestia had already banished Luna to the moon, this is like, you know, years and years after that. Anyways, she asked Celestia to do that for her since she was dying from a Tinderwolf bite, most likely because she was bleeding to death.